posted in the act. Got to hit the club, we've been mobbing all day. Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping night fingers, bouncing to the groove.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. You look at this Baltimore defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
First and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
The Steelers at 9-7 now on the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all three phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Second and 10. That's complete. Bernard. 9 yards, not quite. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he will have the Steelers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Darnell Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming.
These two teams met earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
A gain of 15.
Jackson now.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. You look at this Steeler defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect that offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
That's complete, left side to Bateman.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
3rd and goal, Jackson.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens.
A 9-yard touchdown there.
And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
The extra point is good.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This taken in right around the goal line.
Avoiding the tackle, Bernard.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brings up third and
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
46-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll look to throw.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up second down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
It's a gain of 8.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes, because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
They'll look to throw.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
4th down.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Escapes the defender.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw is Jackson.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson.
He'll try and do this himself. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll get this one to Pittman. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
2nd and 3.
Now he's going to step up and run. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
He did a good job keeping his focus downfield as he rolled out of the pocket, trying to fit a pass in. But that defender nearby made sure that one didn't result in a first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
It stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
46-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To the sideline and incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. That is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Ravens.
In motion left, Flowers.
Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Extra point right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone. So that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
At the lead, put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Finding room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. It's caught at the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Henry is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second down.
8-yard gain brings up second down at the 10-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
A nice throw there by the young rookie from Penn State, and then it's a first down.
First and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop him at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And Walker has it. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
The 28-yard line.
Off the option, here's Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Jackson now. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Play action. Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution. A 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Gain of 6. 1st down, Baltimore.
Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. On his loop for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score. Ravens 21. Steelers 13.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check smash, check smash. Hey.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jaylen Warren with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
No, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Well, they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
He'll find Metcalf.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
They'll set up a throw.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Freiermuth again.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Now Jackson.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11.
Oh, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Finding Pittman.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's back to throw.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw. Oh, but he can't get out of bounds. He'll have the first down, but he's brought down in play.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Ready? Bravo 80. 19 Lions. Take over.
Back to throw again. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
60 Eagles, 79 Broncos.
Now back to throw.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
And they can't connect. Incomplete. That stops the clock with 3 seconds left, so probably one final play here in the 2nd quarter, barring a penalty. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles.